change his mind,
We feel, honored if His Holiness Dalai Lama give his blessings to Karmapa, what we installed here now.
You see, everybody finds their own Karmapa, but the question of recognitions. His Holiness Dalai Lama, he is the supreme head of Buddhism. He already recognized, and His Holiness Dalai Lama will not recognize another Karmapa. So these are the all, baseless argument. There will not be, issue for the next Karmapa. Only the 17th Karmapa is already born in Thimphu in Tibet.
Correct. I already wrote him. I already submitted a letter to him that we found this Karmapa here right now, and we will meet you. This His Holiness Karmapa will meet you when it's appropriate time.
Some tendency there within his mind stream or something that has survived to this present time. And of course it's all our karma that this happens, so we can't avoid it, we can't, it just had to happen, we have to accept that. And so we have to do whatever we can now to inform people about what is happening so that Shamarpa is unable to continue the weakening of our tradition. So far what he's done is really, it's like, it's a disgrace, but what's worse is that his behavior now is like not that of a lama, but it's made the other lamas who are so respectable appear to be perhaps similar. As we say, the other lamas have been tarred with the very brush that he's tarring everyone else with. It seems to me that many of the very accusations he's making of others, he perhaps is doing himself.
अभी जो शमर रिम्पोचे ने बोला था, हमने ज्यावा कर्मापा, ओरिजिनल ज्यावा कर्मापा अच्छा से तुम लोग का हम दिखाएंगे, तो हम तो दिल्ली जाके दिखाया था, तो अच्छा से बिलीव हुआ, तो इसी के ऊपर बिलीव हुआ। जो सुबह हम लोग नीचे उसका दर्शन हुआ उसी टाइम में, और ऊपर दर्शन हुआ उसी टाइम में, 2-3 को हम लोग दर्शन हुआ उसी टाइम के ऊपर, वो लोग का उसका नजर, उसका फेस में, उसका ऊपर हमने बहुत बिलीव हुआ, उसी के ऊपर हम लोग बहुत तारीफ लग गया, तो तारीफ के ऊपर हम लोग बिलीव करते हैं।
हम उसको नहीं करेगा, हम उसका विश्वास नहीं है तो हम उसका कैसे सपोर्ट करेगा? हमारे पास दिल में कोई विश्वास होना चाहिए।
I have been to Tripura and I've seen Ogyen Trinley Dorje, and I very strongly believe that is the Karmapa.
When we went to see him in his room, he was standing there, and we made prostration to him. We bowed to him, and he stood very, very calm.
In fact, when I first saw the 16th Karmapa in 1976, I had a certain experience with him. And when I first saw the 17th Karmapa in, when was it, in July 1992, soon after he was discovered, I had almost exactly the same experience.
But all his expression and the feeling in the room was exactly like, 16th Gyalwa Karmapa. It was a very rich and very full, complete sort of feeling. And it was wonderful, and it somehow like going back to the past, and being in the presence of Karmapa, but in a different physical form. But then it could even be, our mind, but somehow when we look at his face and his movements, also seems very, very similar to the 16th Gyalwa Karmapa.
In all historical accounts of the Karma Kagyu order, from the first Karmapa to the 16th, there have never been 2 Karmapas. In fact, the famous mystic saint Chogyur Lingpa, in his divine vision, foresaw 26 Karmapas and has named all of them, the name of the 17th Karmapa being given as Ogyen. To many from the outside, it seems that this controversy is around the property and relics of the Karmapa. In the age-old tradition of the Mahayana Buddhists, all the belongings of the high reincarnate Lama, like the Karmapa, as the head of the Karma Kagyu lineage, pass down from one Karmapa to another. Nobody else can lay any claim whatsoever, not even his parents. As devotees anxiously wait for the Karmapa to take his seat at Rumtek, also called the seat of enlightened activity, the controversy brings to mind the prophecy of the fifth Karmapa, Deshing Shengpa. After the 16th in the rosary of Karmapa, before the 17th, an incarnation of demon, once spoken of as relation, will arise in this seat, Sacho. By the power of the person's perverted aspirations, the Karmapa system will be near destruction. In such times it is important that the samaya of the devotees remains unbroken towards the root Guru, for that will have more power and bring swift blessings.